Sorcery Contested Realm Beta Edition is releasing October 6th, and we're going to tell you all about this set. But unfortunately, for some people in some regions, it might be already too late to pre-order at this point. That might have something to do with the print runs. Let's get into it.
As Jens just told you, the beta set is coming out October 6th. This set will be very similar to the alpha set that has been delivered into the hands of the Kickstarter backers over the last 2 months. But there are some very important exceptions. But first up, let me ask you, have you already ordered the beta and how much did you go in for? We would love to hear more about that, so do leave a comment down in the comment section.
The alpha set was a huge set that contained 403 cards, and the beta set is going to be almost an exact replica of the alpha set, but it's only going to contain 402 cards. And the community is speculating that the card that is going to be pulled from the alpha set is going to be Eric's Curiosa. This card contains the name of the creator of the game, Erik Olofsson, and also the name of the company, Eric's Curiosa. The mechanic on this card makes it really unlikely to actually fit, so in all likelihood Eric's Curiosa is not going to make the cut. The beta set is going to be sold in boxes containing 36 packs in each box. So this is also going to be a bit different from the alpha set that had 39 packs in each box. And there's also going to be a box topper. One really special feature that was in the alpha set that is going to be featured also in the beta set are the Curio cards. They are distinct for each set release, so the Curio cards in the beta edition will most likely be different from the Curio cards in the alpha edition. But what we do know is that there is going to be Curio cards in the beta edition.
For the beta edition, we have one artist that will not be joining us, and that is Frank Frazetta. Will not be licensed for the beta edition. This was a bomb that was dropped on us when Simon gave us the latest update. It also means that the cards we see on Death Dealer, the Ruler of Thol, Cetacean Phase, Occult Ritual, and Vile Imp will all be replaced with new art, so the card mechanically with the same name will still be in the beta set, but not with the Frank Frazetta art. This means that the only Frank Frazetta art you're going to see in the beta set will be the buy a box promo of Headless Haunt, and make sure that you do get one of those when you buy a box from your local game store.
Another product released with the beta is going to be the pre-con decks, and these decks are going to have a slightly different composition than the pre-con decks that we saw in the alpha edition. And all the beta pre-con decks are going to have new avatars, and these avatars come with completely new mechanics and with new art. So that's going to be quite a big difference from the alpha pre-con decks. So the 4 decks we're going to see the Geomancer deck, that's going to be Earth. We're going to see the Flamecaller, that's going to be Fire. We're going to see the Wave Shaper, that's going to be Water. And we're going to see Spark Mage, that's going to be Air.
Alpha was a Kickstarter set, so it required us all to go pledge, but beta will be a normal set in the fact that you can just go to your LGS and ask about it, and they can obtain it from their distributor if they're interested. But please do remember, Sorcery Contested Realm is still a very new game, so you do need to go and ask your LGS about it, maybe show them some card, show them that this game is really cool and really fun to play, so that they will order it from the distributor. On August 10th there will be a cutoff date, and you can no longer order, or at least no longer pre-order, the beta set if you are a store. If your LGS decides to order the beta set, they will also have access to something called the social kits. And these kits are really cool with play mats, promos, and all kinds of stuff that will make sure that players come into the stores and start playing Sorcery Contested Realm.
If you would like to be kept within the loop, remember to like and subscribe so you do not miss the next update we have about Sorcery Contested Realm.
So this is the part of the video where I need you to be very clear on the intent here. The intent is not to hype the FOMO or to make sure that everybody runs out and just orders all the beta. The intent is to give you some information and then start a discussion, preferably also with you, down in the comment section about the beta print run. So there are a few facts that I would like to start off with. The fact right now is that within sorcerytcg.com's own website, on their store locator, there are 21 stores for the Europe region. Out of these 21 stores, I can find 3 stores that right now are accepting orders, beta orders. This means that there are a lot of stores that are either already sold out, and do remember, we don't know if they're sold out of the first wave, the first allocation, or if they're able to order more later. Overall, the sense is that most stores right now are at least temporarily closed for beta pre-orders. So let's get into some facts about the print run for the beta pre-order.
We're now going to talk about the print run, and about the print run there are some facts and there's some speculation. The facts right now, and we know this from an innkeeper that talked with their distributor, is that all innkeepers that originally pledged the Alpha Edition are going to get the same distribution, or at least they are going to get offered the same distribution. We know there was 124 innkeepers originally, and all innkeepers are going to get offered 34 cases of sorcery. That is 204 booster boxes. If you multiply these two numbers, 124 innkeepers times 204 boxes, that gives you 25,296 beta edition boxes. So that is at least the minimum print run number.
So there are some caveats to this print run number. You have some innkeepers that probably won't be ordering the entire maximum, but we do note that they would at least have to print this 25,296 beta booster boxes in order to supply all their innkeepers with the guaranteed allocation. So this is the minimum number. There is a lot of really high demand for beta right now. That is another one of the facts. We know from several different people who talk with distribution that the demand for beta is pretty high and there's a lot of excitement. So the speculation becomes, how much more than those 25,000 boxes are they going to print?
The beta edition is, if you do not count the Kickstarter, it is actually the first real sorcery product available for the public. So of course this print run needs to be a little bigger than the Alpha Edition, because the Alpha Edition has already been gobbled up. So we would suspect that the print run is above the 25,000, because that was the absolute minimum.
So one of the ways that they were trying to gauge the demand for the beta set was trying to both add the dust so they could see how many boxes are opened, but they also did a tiny early pre-order together with Team Covenant where you got a lightning bolt promo. This pre-order was made in order for the company to sort of gauge how much they should print for beta. And while I think that is a really smart idea and good thinking on their part, it is difficult because this was before the major hype and all the content creators started opening products and everybody got product and started showing their friends and making videos about it. So this might not have gauged the true demand out there. I think it is more than likely that we are going to see a print run that is more than 30,000, more than 40, but maybe more in the region of 50 to 60,000 booster boxes for the beta set.
50,000 would be a bit low maybe, because the game needs to have some kind of room to grow. And 60,000 might just be the right answer, because that seems to be close. It's a little above double the print run from Alpha, and that will also make the Alpha Edition more rare, because you also need to remember, if the beta print run is too small or very similar to the Alpha Edition, these two products are going to be of similar rarity, and I don't think the team behind Sorcery wants that. I think that they actually want the beta print run to be less rare than the Alpha, so that the original backers and Kickstarters get some value for their money. Also because Sorcery is really a collectible card game. Eric is really aware how to make a collectible card game, make the pieces collectible, and also keeping the rarity high.
That was a little discussion about the print run size. We think it will be about 50 to 60,000 beta booster boxes. We're going to have a little bit of discussion about how it will be distributed, because we can see right now that a lot of stores have stopped taking any pre-orders, and that the prices for those who are taking pre-orders still is going up already.
Right now we see that the pre-orders in many stores have been closed, and that could indicate that the product is simply sold out. There's not more to get for the stores. And this could either indicate a really high demand. So, for instance, all the 60,000 boxes are sold. Or it could indicate that this might come in two waves. Maybe two waves of 30,000 boxes each. So this might just be the first wave of 30,000 boxes, and when they are sold out, there might come another print run of another 30,000 boxes. But right now we see that the product is actually sold out, and we see that the prices on boxes are beginning to rise, and they're rising fast.
So it's also very important for this discussion to know that those stores that are already sold out, at least here in Denmark, are sold out of the pre-orders. They might not be sold out permanently. They might only be sold out until the release date, where they're saving some of their allocations to have something to sell on release date, We don't know. That is speculation so far. But the fact is, right now, only 3 stores on their locator list that you can order from within the Europe region. I know a lot of our viewers out there are from the US, Canada, and a lot of other places, and Europe is just a sample size, but I suspect that this is a very similar picture across more of the regions. However, US does have the Team Covenant pre-order that seems to just keep on running, so that also indicates that there must be at least some available booster boxes, even if the region in Europe is slowly starting to close down. And one last thing, even if the beta boxes are becoming too expensive, there is still the beta pre-con decks. These 4 constructed decks are ideal for new players, and they are still very cheap, very affordable to get into the game with.
One of the things we can see right now is that the prices on boxes are beginning to rise. When we first ordered the beta product to now, the prices have risen 30%. So this is of course, supply and demand. The demand is higher than the supply right now. So of course I hope there's going to be more product, because I don't think it's healthy for a game to have such high prices. I know, as I said earlier, that this is actually a collectible game, but a game should also be played. We need to have something for the collectors, but you need to be able to, as a player, to buy some of these boxes without having to fork out an entire mortgage.
And I'm also of the similar view that there needs to be availability and accessibility, but printing the right amount after a Kickstarter is really balancing on a knife's edge. There is very fine line between printing too much and too little, because we have a large amount of value in alpha right now. So if you just overprint beta, and I mean overprint in a way where boxes are just going to sit in the game stores without getting sold, and then the prices will tank, that would be very bad for the game as well. We have a lot of faith in the team behind Sorcery Contested Realm. Eric, Simon, the rest of the team are doing a great job of balancing both the player aspect, the collector aspect, and also the game as a game itself. I have a lot of confidence that they will manage this very well, but we are really interested in knowing what you think about the print one. We would love to get a discussion going down in our comment section, so please do let us know. Do you think that those 50 to 60,000 beta booster boxes are the right guess? Let us know down below in the comment section.
And also let us know, what do you think would be the ideal price for a beta box? So one thing that you need to watch out for when you open a beta box is of course the curios. And if you want to know more about the curios in the alpha edition, you can watch this video.
Or join down below in the description our Discord. We have a lot of cool people joining. It's a lot of fun, and we're keeping a running tally of the numbers of curios pulled in the alpha.
And speaking of cool people, a big thank you to our YouTube channel members. You're really helping us and we appreciate it a lot. And also thank you to all of you guys out there watching this video, liking, commenting, and remember to push that subscribe button. It also helps the channel out a ton.